Kenneth Okonkwo is simply an actor. An actor is one who plays any assigned role after a hard.
He's playing a script. Is that what you're saying?
Clearly. The only difference is that he has changed stage. He was acting in Nollywood. Now he has moved over to the political.
Are you being fair to Mr. Kenneth? A lawyer.
He studied
He's a
law.
lawyer.
He studied law in between. But he's more. I don't think that he's known for the cases he has taken up in court. He's better known for his role as Andy in Living in Bondage 1993.
Are you being fair to
And
Mr.
so,
Okonkwo?
for any actor, you need to haggle a fee. And once the fee is right, you play your role. So he's not acting out of character. He's acting within character. So I don't see the strong views that he has expressed. I told you earlier in my first reply to your initial question that Mr. P2B is somebody that the government of the day does not want to be on the ballot. How do I mean? On April 4, 2025, the highest court in the land, the Supreme Court, gave a landmark judgment which clearly stated that the tenure of Barrister Julius Abure as national chairman of the Labour Party was effectively over. I was among those, along with Mr. P2B, Governor Alex Oti, senators, House members, and other stakeholders of the party that took certified true copy of that judgment to INEC in case they had not seen it. And we were told that they would study it. They kept studying it from April until Mr. P2B left the party. Of course, we are also around and we have our ears close to the ground because the INEC people had stated that they were under instructions not to release the party for as long as Mr. P2B remained there. So on December 31st, 2025, almost 8 months afterwards, Mr. P2B, now frustrated with the shenanigans happening with the Labour Party, announced a move to the African Democratic Congress. Guess what? 4 days later, INEC, without any compulsion, issued a statement that the tenure of Julius Abure was effectively over. Why did it take 8 months to come to that conclusion? Then, fast forward to ADC. Remember I said he made an indication in Enugu, I was there too, that we would be joining the African Democratic Congress. All of January, 30 or 31 days, nothing happened. All of February, nothing happened. Then on March 7th, Saturday, March 7th, we joined Mr. P2B to his village in Agulu to get registered because you only become a member of a political party upon registration. As soon as Mr. P2B registered on the 7th, I registered in my village on the 8th. Less than 1 week from that date, the case filed by Nofiu Bala on September 12, 2025 was suddenly resurrected and given accelerated hearing. Now my question is, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, former vice president of our dear country, with all due respect, had registered in the ADC since last year. Why didn't the courts suddenly become efficient and effective in disposing of the case? But as soon as Mr. P2B registered, I'm speaking to facts. I want people to contradict me. I'd like to know what happened in January, what happened in February, until March 7th. And before March 15, the case came up alive. And what we are now told was status quo ante bellum, which INEC interpreted to its whims, showing that they were still after one man. In such an environment, it is only a tree in the part of the country I come from that you will tell that you will cut it down and it remains standing. Else, the next thing to do is to know how to, in this case, further your political career. And if the space is constricted, then you have to move. But that's not the only reason. You join a political party believing that there are certain irreducible minimums. We also say in our parts that you do not, in a bid to save your mother, push your father to the ground. That's sacrilegious. This is a country made up of diverse ethnic, religious divides. And so it's a give and take. The convention that every political player has come to agree with is the fact that power should rotate between the North and the South. And remember that just about 4 years earlier, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar and his PDP insisted, after 8 years of former President Muhammadu Buhari, for power to still remain in the South, which was the whole essence of the quarrel between now Minister Nwike and Alhaji Atiku Abubakar. And we all saw the results. So now that power is in the South, brought about by even people like former Governor Nasiru El-Rufai, who are Northerners. He had to mobilize other Northern governors to insist that power should devolve to the South in keeping with that convention. So why would Atiku Abubakar insist? It's his right, personal right. So for us in the ADC, we already had a David Mark as chairman of the party. And if Atiku Abubakar was going to run and probably emerge as presidential candidate, then we are doing the same thing a second time. And how do you expect a different result? So these are some of the key issues surrounding the sojourn in the ADC.